Good morning.
Morena.
Good morning from Noosa.
Morning.
We are in Noosa last day. We're heading back to Brisbane today and then back to Tauranga, New Zealand tomorrow.
Into the heat wave.
We thought we'd come back to New Zealand to cool down because it's so hot here in Queensland in summer, but turns out New Zealand's having a heat wave. So, well, here we are complaining about the nice weather.
No, it's good.
Oh.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. So, as we promised you in a few videos back that we're going to do one about things you best do before you start house sitting, this is your episode if you want to know exactly that.
Yeah, we did already some brainstorming in the bed after we woke up. So that's the best time. So
for us it is.
Yeah.
Mornings.
Yeah.
Download.
Brain dump. Everything done.
So in no order.
No particular order.
Yeah, just as it came up.
Okay, let's start. We wrote everything down just to get sure. So the the first thing, the important thing is get references. Get references from from your neighbors, from your parents, from friends, from landlords.
Landlords, exactly.
Landlords is the best.
Yeah.
Because when you apply for house sits, the guys who want to give you their house, they're very, very interested in references.
Absolutely.
How you are, because they don't know you.
Yeah.
And a 10-minute or 20-minute Skype video or Skype interview with them is usually not enough.
Yeah.
So they need some more information about you.
Yeah. So we really start collecting now from your landlords, from family, from friends, and your auntie, whatever. Really start now collecting those references, and then you can put them in there, and this might get you the interview, the online interview towards the house sit.
Yes.
Okay, number two.
What? Number two?
Number two, really something that is extremely helpful, police vetting or police check or Führungszeugnis, whatever that is called in your language. Really do that and put that into your profile. Most people, or at least write in their police check available or something like that. People kind of ask if you have one. They hardly ever want to see it, to be honest, but it's good to have it. And what we found out, in some countries they actually don't cost much, so it's another reference that you have, which is extremely helpful and which is really looked upon as wow, they did their homework. They really know that as a house owner, oh wow, they take it serious. This is another sign of it.
Yeah, and it's good proof about your character over the years.
Exactly. Okay, number three.
Number three, online bank account. Banking stuff always online. Make it available online that you can do all your banking from everywhere where you are, and it doesn't matter. You just need some Wi-Fi or broadband, and everything's fine.
So if you're right now with your local savings bank that's probably not doing it, go and check the fees and whether you can get money at the ATMs for free. There are lots of banks where you can get money for free on the ATMs
in every country.
Yes, so look especially into the online bankings, in the online bank accounts, and you have to do that before you leave. We went through a little bit of trouble. We went back to Germany and did that, and the identification was a real issue.
The last day.
Yes, but I think now again, because you used to be able to open an online bank account from a foreign country. Then it wasn't possible. It seems to be it's possible right now.
It's easier. They do video chats with you. They do video identification, and then you have your biometrical passport.
But
so
it still saves you the hassle when you do your research before you start with a house sitting. And also don't forget, there are a lot of really good other options for money transfer all around the world.
Yeah. So, for example, depending on your visa, that's another point in the list. For example, if you are on a work for holiday visa, which allows you here in Australia and New Zealand to stay for a year when you're under 32, I think, you can open a bank account here in Australia or New Zealand. So you need some opportunity or possibility to transfer money from your country into your bank account here. So check out the money transfers.
Yeah.
So there are, I don't know, heaps of different.
Yeah, we don't want to name anyone right now, but you will find them. Plus, there are also now some online banks, which are kind of banks, but not, where you have a credit card and you can really go through all the countries and have money everywhere. So do your research on that one. Once we have done, we need to test one or two of them, and then we're coming back with probably a video just about that issue. But we first have to really look into the legal requirements and everything, and then we're gonna check that out.
You get some proper information.
And number 4 on that point, something that we missed.
That's we missed.
Seriously, we messed that up. Get a credit card where you can collect air points. I mean, don't mean air points as in air points.
Air points or air miles.
Air miles, whatever it's called.
Some credit card that is connected with Qantas.
One or the other airline.
Delta,
and
whatever.
Check out, there are some airlines where you can transfer your points to another airline. There are also some airlines where it's harder to redeem the points than other. You will find that all on the internet.
Yeah, there's tons of information.
Yeah, but it is much easier to get one of those credit cards when you're still in employment, when you're still living somewhere, when you still have all that done. And we thought about it only after we've given up everything.
After we quit everything, and then
so the banks were like,
eligible.
Not really. So this is one thing to look into really before you start house sitting.
Yeah, next point, decide where to go and for how long.
Yeah.
So for us, we are hopping around.
Now.
But there are a lot of different portals, for example, for house sitting, and most of these portals are specialized in a country or in a continent. So like Aussie house sitters or Kiwi house sitters, they're specialized here in Australia and New Zealand. And Trusted House Sitter is a worldwide platform, but there are other platforms specialized in South America, in Europe, and. So decide where to go and whether you stay on your continent, for example. So it's easier when you stay in the USA, for example, and do house sitting in the West Coast when you're living in the East Coast, or in Europe you do house sits in UK
or in Spain.
When you are from Poland or Germany.
Yeah. And the reason why we're saying that, it's really easier if you have a fixed starting point. And then like we started in New Zealand, and then we just started spreading out. And we're now looking into other options too. But it's really easier to start with at one country, and that you have kind of a mental security of this is where I'm going. And also, next point coming up soon about the visas.
Yeah.
So this is the next point.
So you need a sort of plan.
You need a sort of plan and how long you want to stay, because you have to look into point 6. Check into the relevant visas.
Yeah.
Very important, because in some countries now start. I mean, a few years back it was no problem. You could go nannying with your auntie somewhere. You could go house sitting anywhere. It's not like that anymore. Certain countries already start checking you out. They already started revoking people's visa. They started not letting people in because they're nannying for their auntie, and that is regarded as work. So you have to have like a holiday or work and travel visa. A holiday doesn't work, work and travel visa. You have to be eligible to work in that country, just to be sure. A lot of countries just don't care, still don't care, but many countries start. So we won't name any countries here, but it is getting there. Also digital nomad wise, a lot of the countries who are digital nomad paradises start looking into the work visa. So look into the visa requirements and whether you have that or not. And there are possibilities to get a work visa for, let's say, like 30, 60 days. There are possibilities, but you need to check that.
Yeah.
You need to check them out.
It's different to every country and. So it's there are other visas. For example, there is one work visa for the Pacific area. So with, 19 countries or something, including the USA and Canada, and all the Pacific countries like Australia, New Zealand, Philippines,
Yeah.
Japan, blah, blah, blah.
And you're then eligible to work in those countries, I think 30 or 60 days a year or something.
Yeah.
So again, you need to decide where to go and how long.
Yeah.
It's really important.
So that's another topic for a full video, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
and we do some research and
also look into
we
the
will
legal
come up
requirements.
with another video for it.
Yeah.
Because it's tricky.
Yes. It used to be really easy, like especially in Southeast Asian countries, to just hop over and hop in and go there and then stay a day there. But it's not that easy anymore. They start looking into the visas that you have, even as a digital nomad, as a house sitter, and even if you're going nannying. So really, really look into that, just to have some peace of mind.
And things like overstaying is no fun anymore.
Oh no, it's not. It's definitely not, especially in those countries. Well, okay. Number 7.
Yeah. Last one.
Yes, that is something that helped us and a few friends that we told them to do it a lot. Scan all of your relevant papers. Scan them. Your passports, all the relevant pages, documents, your documents, your driver's license, forwards and backwards. The visa documents, all the important documents, the travel documents. If you have them as in paper, not as an e-paper, scan them and then get them into the cloud. What we did, we just sent them forwards and backwards in our email
accounts.
So we had all,
which are secure. So I'm the IT guy, so I like encryption, especially when you deal with documents, with these sort of documents. So go for an encrypted email account, go for an encrypted cloud space.
Exactly, now we have cloud spaces. So.
Have the stuff on an encrypted USB stick.
Yeah.
So
that's
print it out.
No, don't print it. What I did, that's 10 years back.
Yeah,
but it really helped us because just a short
business class.
Yes, short story. I had all of our travel documents printed out and with me, and I not that much anymore. That was a big trip via Southeast Asia, and we didn't have a visa for Thailand at the time because we were leaving Thailand with a grassroots travel agency through Laos towards Vietnam. And so in London, they took us out and said, "Hey guys, you don't have a visa for Thailand." And I said,
"Go back to Frankfurt where you came from."
And we said, "No, but we're just 2 weeks there, and then or 3 weeks there, and then we're leaving towards Laos anyway." "No, your flight in is today, and the flight out is in 2.5 months.
10 weeks later.
So you're overstaying." And I said, "No, hang on, I booked this grassroots trip." So she's like, "Well," and I said, "Okay, hang on." And I had all that printed out, put it out, showed it to her and said, "This is when we're leaving. This is, by the way, this is the visa for Laos. This is the visa for Vietnam. And this is when we're going there. And this is what we booked there." And she was like, okay, thank you. You're upgraded to business class. So they already sold our tickets, our seats, as it seemed. But it really saved us at the time. So sometimes it's really helpful to have some of the bits printed out. But just on a side note, but it's really, really good to have all your important papers scanned and somewhere in the cloud. So we had it in the cloud. We had it on a USB stick, and you also had a terabyte thing, but that went with our stuff in the container to New Zealand already.
We had it on different locations.
Because the thing is the following: if you should lose your passport or it gets stolen or anything, it's so much easier to retrieve it or get it from the embassy if you have some kind of documentation. So it's really much better. So seriously, this is a small thing to scan it and put it somewhere. And hopefully you never need it.
Yeah, it will save you hours and hours in some queues in front of an embassy or whatever, and discussions. And
so this is the one thing that we got right.
Yes.
No, we got a few others right too, so that's fine. Wow, that was really long. We're nearly 15 minutes. So, but these are the 7 things where we think you should really look into and be doing before
you start house sitting.
And if you're watching this and you are a house sitter and you think there are more things people need to know, write us or put it down in the comments or in the notes.
Yeah.
Really, really, if you think there's one or the other thing that people need to know before they start house sitting, just comment down below or write to us if you don't want to be named or anything. That's totally fine. Please get the conversation started on things you think people should do before they start
Yeah.
giving up their home, giving up their country, or whatever you're doing, giving up your jobs. That's us.
That's us.
Okay.
Let's go back to Brisbane.
Yeah, so we're heading down the Sunshine Coast, having some breakfast at Virgin Beach probably. Oh, it's a horrible day.
Yeah, terrible.
Yes, someone's got to do it. Okay, guys.
Okay, have fun.
Have fun und auf Wiedersehen.
Bye bye.